You've been taught the same lie since you first watched basketball. Good players have clean skills. Bad players have broken skills. Yeah, that's adorable. It's also why you keep misunderstanding half the league. Because in the NBA, broken doesn't mean useless. A lot of the time, broken means uncomfortable. And uncomfortable is exactly what elite players sell you. Here's the real definition we're using today. A broken skill is something that looks wrong on a coaching manual. The release is weird, the footwork is ugly, the move is off balance, but it forces the defense into a decision they hate. Every single time. And if a skill does that, it works. Not it works sometimes. It works in the only way that matters. It creates the same advantage again and again. So today we're going to expose the NBA's best wrong-looking weapons. The things fans clown, coaches would never teach, but defenders lose sleep over. And while we're at it, you're getting something more useful than trivia. A simple test you can use in real life. Because this isn't just about basketball. This is about the brutal truth nobody wants to admit. Perfection is often a performance. Imperfection is often a strategy. Let's start with the most obvious one. The shot everyone calls broken, until it ruins your season. Take the ugly jumper archetype, not the smooth textbook release, the one that looks like it was assembled in a garage. Think Sean Marion. That shot looked like a folding chair trying to escape. But it went in because the point of a jump shot isn't aesthetics, it's timing and consequence. And that's the first lesson. Defense doesn't guard beauty. It guards consequences. If the ball goes in often enough, defenders have to step up. If they step up, lanes open. If lanes open, the entire offense breathes. That's why a weird shot can be elite, because it's hard to time. A defender wants to sync your release with their contest. A normal shot gives them a script. A weird shot tears the script in half. Now take the modern version, the slow shot. Players with a release that looks late and still beats you. It's not magic. It's a trap. A slower release forces defenders to jump early because they're scared of giving space. And once a defender leaves the ground early, the shooter isn't slow anymore. The defender is. And that's the second lesson. Your weakness becomes a weapon when the opponent overreacts to it. Now let's talk about the move fans hate to admit works. The free throw merchant stuff. The he's just foul baiting complaints. Here's the uncomfortable reality. Drawing fouls is not a scam. It's a skill, a dark one, but a skill. Because the defense is trying to play perfect geometry with human bodies. And human bodies don't do perfect geometry. So players who understand angles and timing can create contact, legally, consistently. You can hate it, but you still have to guard it. And when you have to guard it, you stop playing defense the way you want. You start playing defense the way they want. That's what broken skills do. They hijack your decision-making. And if you want the simplest test for whether a broken skill is real, ask one question. Does it force the defense to change their rules? If the answer is yes, it works. If the answer is no, it's just ugly. Now let's move to the broken skill that looks like laziness, but is actually controlled. The NBA has a whole category of broken skills that fans confuse with laziness. Slow pace, weird rhythm, ugly footwork. Think of the guys who don't explode. They stroll. And defenders still get cooked. Why? Because speed isn't the ultimate advantage. Timing is. A defender can run with you. What they can't do is read your brain in real time. So players with awkward rhythm, the herky-jerky stop-start, the delayed gather, the offbeat dribble, they're basically turning basketball into a lie detector test. They ask the defender a question. Are you patient? Or are you emotional? And most defenders answer emotionally. They lean, they reach, they jump. They try to win the moment. And then the offensive player steals a new moment right under their feet. This is why certain ugly post games are still lethal. Some guys don't have the perfect fadeaway package. They have a shoulder bump that looks illegal, but isn't. They have a pivot that looks slow, but arrives on the right beat. And if you've ever wondered why a veteran with no bag still gets 24 a night, it's because the bag is not the move list. The bag is the ability to make the defender wrong. Now let's talk about a truly broken skill, the one scouts panic about: poor handle. Except, sometimes it's not poor, sometimes it's minimal. Look at players who don't dribble a lot. Fans call it limited. But defenders feel something else: danger. Because a tight, simple handle means less time for help, defense to load up. It means fewer wasted steps. It means direct pressure. And that leads to the third lesson. Complexity impresses crowds. Simplicity breaks defenses. The defense doesn't lose to the fanciest move. They lose to the move that arrives before their help does. So when you see a broken handle that still works, what you're really seeing is economy. A player cutting out everything that doesn't create an advantage. And that's your real-world value right there. Because most people think skill means adding more. More moves, more options, more polish, more perfection. But in competitive environments, basketball, business, life, skill often means subtraction. Remove everything that doesn't move the outcome. Okay, we've seen ugly jumpers, foul drawing, weird rhythm, minimal handles. So what connects all of it? Here's the answer. And it's going to annoy the fundamentals crowd. The common thread is this: a broken skill works when it changes the defender's math. Defense is basically a set of rules. Don't give up the three. Don't get beat middle. Don't foul. Rotate on time. Contest without jumping. A broken skill is a glitch that forces the defense to break one of those rules. And once they break one rule, the whole system starts leaking. Ugly jumper. Now you must close harder than you want. Foul drawing. Now you must defend with your hands behind your back. Weird rhythm. Now you must stay disciplined longer than you can emotionally handle. Minimal handle. Now your help defense arrives late, and late means dead. So if you want to spot the real, works even though it's broken skills, stop looking for style points. Look for the moment the defender flinches. Look for the rule change. Look for the concession. Because in the NBA, the guy with the prettiest form isn't always the most dangerous. The most dangerous guy is the one who makes defense feel unsure. And here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. A lot of what we call fundamentals is just what looks good in practice. The game doesn't care what looks good. The game cares what creates fear. Now, if you enjoyed this, you're going to love the next one, because we're flipping the script again. Next episode, every perfect NBA skill that actually breaks under pressure. The moves that look unstoppable in highlights, but shrink in the playoffs when defenders stop respecting the illusion. If you want to stop getting fooled by aesthetics and start understanding what really wins, you know what to do. Subscribe. 中文对照第4段